Women don't want us to look good no matter how much good we do. Because if we did good and we looked good, then they will get exposed about how bad they are. No woman has ever came forward and said, I dated a good guy and I messed things up. That's why we have broken up. And you will never ever hear a woman come forward and say that, because the day women came forward and said, I was dating a good guy and I fucked up, that's the day that women will now be expected to take responsibility and accountability. And women never ever want to take responsibility and accountability of anything. They have to always blame a man. Look across divorces, look across breakups. They always want to rush forward. And Gabrielle Union once said it on an interview with Steve Harvey. He said that women always rush to get to the microphone first. They want to be the one to speak out first, so that whatever a man says after that, it is meaningless, sounds like excuses. If women talked about how good we are, then immediately they will be expected to do good to us back. And they never ever want to do good to us. They want to be lazy, they want to be irresponsible, they want to be unaccountable of anything. So they have to always blame us. You will give your girlfriend 500 rand and she'll be like, what do you think I should do with a 500 rand? She's making sure that it sounds like you're not doing enough. Even though it's your last 500 rand, she's going to make sure that it doesn't sound enough, and to you it appears that you are not doing enough for her. Why? So that you can keep on doing more. So that next time you want to give her money, you give her more. It is never ever enough. Whatever we do for women, it will never ever be enough. A woman will break up with you and suddenly she's like, you had a small dick. Suddenly she'll be like, you were bad in bed. Once they talk bad about you, then they are exonerated from any responsibility and any accountability that they should have to the both of you breaking up, to the both of you having a toxic relationship, having your relationship fail. That's why women don't want us to have a good image. They will always make sure that we don't have a good image. And we are doing so much for them. We are doing so much for them. They are in marriages with us. They are in businesses with us. They are in workplaces with us. But they will never ever come forward and appreciate us publicly. We always have men who praise their women, their wives for holding their family together. Men saying, without you, I wouldn't have made it this far. How many women do you see come forward and say, without my husband, I wouldn't have made it this far? It's on very rare occasions. It's on very rare occasion when they do something, women, they want to come out and make it seem like they did it on their own. Emona, I've worked in the mining industry, in the engineering. We worked with ladies who couldn't even lift a 16-pound hammer. I worked in rigging department, working with chain blocks and many other lifting equipment, lifting heavy things, 10 tons, 20 tons. We always stepped up where women came up short. But you will never ever hear them during their women's forums and all these things and say, you know, I struggled there and a man came up and then helped me. They always make it seem like they are doing things on their own. We are covering them because they are our sisters, they are our wives, they are our cousins, they are our daughters. We always cover up for them, but they will never ever give us that credit. They never ever even apologize. They'd rather offer you sex instead of coming forward and say, hey, you know, I'm sorry, blah, blah. They never ever want to do that. That's why as men, they always make us look bad. Every time they come here on social media, men are broke, men are stingy, men are losers. They want to make sure that whatever we do for them, it's never ever enough. And once it's never ever enough, that means we have to keep on doing. They always discredit us so that we must always seek validation from them. You must give her 5,000 rand a month. You must give her 10,000 rand a month. And that's when she comes here and say, "Yay, Wena, you are a real man, you know. You are not like any other man I've met, blah, blah, blah. You are taking care of me." Suddenly, you feel like you are a man. Now your confidence goes up. Until next time, she start to say again, "You are not doing enough for me. You are not doing that." And then you have to do a lot for them. That's why women will never ever give us credit. Women want us to always look bad, because when we look bad, then they look good all the time. Emana, we are always the wrong ones. Provide videos of women abusing men, women abusing children, women killing men, women killing children. That thing, 2 days, it's gone. We have forgotten about it. But if a man does that, that shit will trend for weeks, for months. Because every time a man looks bad, then there's an opportunity for women to hide how bad they are. So they always want to make us look how they look. So however they look, women, they always want us to look that way. That is why in a relationship, when the relationship was toxic, the relationship was bad, it didn't work out, they come out and say, "I was in an abusive relationship for 10 years. Why didn't she leave earlier?" Meanwhile, she was the one who was being abusive in a relationship. Meanwhile, she was the one who was being toxic in a relationship. She wants to make sure that before the world sees that she was the problem in a relationship, she makes sure that you as a man, you look bad, so that she's safe from criticism, she's safe from having to take responsibility and accountability for the failure of your relationship. Women don't want us to look good no matter how much good we do, because if we did good and we looked good, then they will get exposed about how bad they are. That's why I always tell men, don't care about what a woman thinks of you, because now you are giving her leverage to manipulate and always exploit you. Because the moment you care about how women think of you, you give them a leverage for them to exploit you.
My friends be like, "How come you not famous yet?" I be like, "You didn't share my shit." My friends be like, "How come you not famous yet?" I be like, "You didn't share my shit."